many partners within SMG are looking forward to DMEXCO next week. It certainly feels like it's the right time for DMEXCO to be on again. It feels like the business, certainly our business, and probably the whole industry is obviously a year older, but definitely a year wiser, and I think maybe a kind of a year braver. It just feels like we're in a really interesting moment. So because of that, SMG will have a really strong presence. And actually the wider Publicis group will have a really strong presence. Also our business in Germany is really strong, has just delivered a kind of a transformational acquisition. So we'll be we'll have plenty of presence on the ground, but also some really inspirational sessions led by SMGers all the way through to our global CEO Laura Desmond. SMG will be involved in a number of different topics that actually reflect the direction of our business, the direction we've been going in the last couple of years around precision marketing, so the intelligent use of data to deliver customers more effectively. So that's just organising ourselves around people, making sure data fuels everything that we do. That's a brave ambition, but it's something that is real globally, and it's real in London, it's real in this business today. You know, we have 200 precision marketers who have grouped together, and we're the only business in London that's done that. But also talking around the kind of the marriage of technology and content, because we have a rapidly growing content marketing business within the agency, both globally and locally. And also there'll be lots of discussion around how we bridge the gap between technology and brands, and really pushing forward the innovation agenda within that. So I know there are panels and also keynotes that reflect each of those three areas. My goodness, nine or 10 weeks into the new building. Not only is it transformational just because it's just such an amazing space that we have designed, so we've designed it to be naturally collaborative, to encourage more creativity through some different spaces, but it's also given us the opportunity to redesign the structure of the agency as well, so that's great. But the geography is interesting and somewhat deliberate as well, you know, being half a mile from Tech City, because we believe that is where kind of the innovation of our industry really sits today, but also clearly over the next 3 to 5 years at scale. And we're doing something about it. We're doing something really unique and collaborative. So over the last 12 months, through an open and collaborative partnership with the startup community, just around the corner, we've introduced over 120 startups to over 60 of our clients. So we passionately believe that it is part of our kind of client service responsibility. You know, our ambition is to deliver activity that drives growth for our clients. So it's our responsibility to bridge the gap between these amazing tech startups of all different sizes and our client community and the kind of the challenges and the opportunities that they have around their brands. So yeah, 120 have met over 60, and we're starting to build a real reputation for it. It also has an effect on the people in our teams as well, because they meet some different people, and it just fires that little extra spark of creativity and bravery, because all the entrepreneurs from these startups that I've met, and I've met the majority of them, they've all got that really creative edge, and that they're obviously super brave. So the marriage of data and creativity is, is very important, and it's talked about a lot in our industry. I think it's maybe a simple way of describing it. It's kind of the way that we've always had to do things. We've always had to understand the context in which a consumer is going to receive an ad, and then design the content and distribute the content that is going to change their behavior. It's just that is becoming more interesting and more dynamic, and obviously more accountable now, because of consumers' engagement with technology is producing more data, and that data is meaning we don't have to guess anymore. You know, we don't have to sit in a room and hope that the insight that we're generating, the predictions that we're making are going to be right, and then check it 12 months later. Consumers are giving us signals every minute of the day about what they want, what they like, where are they. So if we can create a framework that marriages that insight, because that's always been our job, and that's why there's so much debate around data management platforms and the organisation of so much of the first and third party data that's available. So if we organise that effectively, which we do, and a big driver of that moving forward will be the brilliant acquisition of Run, which is now touching many areas of our business. But if we know the context in which a consumer wants to receive an ad, and if we've got the framework and the technology and the partnerships to actually dynamically create that content as well, then we've kind of got the best of both worlds. We've got the context and we've got the content, and we know that changes the engagement level. It drives volume and improves the kind of the rate and the value of acquisition and sale.